Okay, this week I've got 4 signs that masturbation is a problem. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss this one. Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Dr. Jennifer Lincoln, board-certified OBGYN, author, and educator, and my channel is the health class you wish you had in high school. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not already subscribed and turn on the bell so you never miss a notification. I post new videos on Fridays. And if you're not following me on TikTok and Instagram, go ahead and do it now because I'm having a lot of fun there and you should come hang out at Dr. Jennifer Lincoln on these channels below. Okay, I posted 2 videos about masturbation a few months ago, and a lot of you had a lot of things to say. And I'm here for it because I'm here to generate discussion, to put these topics out there, to not make you feel ashamed. But some of you were really angry that I said that masturbation could be okay, and it could actually be part of a fulfilling sex life and relationships. Like some of you were really angry. The main theme of people who were angry were, if you masturbate, you're not going to be able to stop. It's going to ruin your sex life. How dare you tell people that this is okay? And I think it's important that we step back and understand that everybody's different, right? Some people have 1 drink and they're able to drink socially and they're fine, whereas other people drink and they unfortunately suffer from alcoholism. And I'm not here to judge those people. I'm here to say that we're all different. And so to have blanket statements about things like masturbation is bad for everybody and you're going to get addicted isn't accurate. And it puts unnecessary fear. And if you know me and you've been on this channel long enough, we don't do unnecessary fear here. However, there are some scenarios where if you're doing this or experiencing this, then yeah, maybe you do need to stop masturbating or you need to seek help. So let's go. Okay, the first way that you know that maybe masturbation has become a problem for you is if you just can't stop doing it. You feel obsessed or compulsed, meaning you can't leave the house without touching yourself, or you can't get through the day, or you're doing things and you want to stop and you just can't. And in those scenarios, yeah, that's a problem. And it could be a sign of other things like signs of OCD, or it could be just specific to this. So yes, if you are feeling that it's on your mind that much and it's impacting your life that much, you need to get help. And it's not shameful. When you do get help, I want to make sure you get it from the right person. There are lots of people out there who are very anti-masturbation and talk about all these horrible dangers, and they are very extremist. They also tend to be rooted in purity culture, which is not great for anyone. So if you're having issues, I suggest you start with your healthcare provider who can then refer you to an appropriate person, whether it's somebody in terms of therapy, psychology/psychiatry, whatever it is. But it's important that it's individualized for you. So yeah, if that's the case, I'd love for you to get some help. Okay, reason number 2 that masturbation might be a problem is if you're in pain from it. If you're doing it so much that it hurts, like yes, you need to stop or cut back. And when I say pain, I mean chafing, you can't sit down. Like, I'm not trying to be funny here, like legitimately, if that's happening, it's like time that you should take a break. Okay, the third reason that masturbation is a problem is if it is affecting your sex life or your relationship. Now, it's really important to back up here and understand that masturbation, either solo masturbation or mutual masturbation, where you're, helping each other or you're side by side, that can be a really fulfilling part of many sex lives and many relationships. And for a lot of people, especially people with a clitoris or women, don't go crazy on that. Like, there's no need to drop comments about that. I've got a whole video about why I use that language. Like, just go ahead and watch it and save us all the time. Anyway, masturbating can be a really helpful way for somebody with a clitoris who's not quite sure why things don't feel good with sex, for her to explore herself and say, oh yeah, here's why. I need you to touch here. This feels really good. Let me show you. It helps people feel more comfortable with their bodies, understand they're not dirty or shameful, and then feel that they can ask for what they want in the bedroom. That's really awesome. However, if it's causing distress in your relationship, meaning that the only way you find pleasure is by touching yourself and not your partner, and that is bothering you or your partner, that is a reason to explore this further. And yes, masturbation may be a problem there. It's also important to note, is it causing you a problem or is your partner just not comfortable with it? Meaning, does your partner know that you masturbate and he or she gets really insulted because they think that you shouldn't do that because your sex life should be enough? And we all know that that's not true, that both can exist together. So if they just don't understand that or they're feeling intimidated, it's a good time to have some open communication and discuss that both can exist and can be very healthy. But if you're finding that you're having trouble explaining this or it's causing you distress, then yes, it's time to talk to somebody. And this is where sex therapy or couples counseling can be really helpful. Okay, the fourth thing that shows that masturbation is a problem is your sex life is taking a back seat to it because you find that you just can't get as much pleasure when you're having sex. Now, again, the caveat here is that what is the real issue here? Is it that you're just not sexually compatible, or is it that you just are so into masturbating that you don't find sex fun anymore? And so this is where getting to the root of the problem is important. Is it that you just don't feel comfortable with your partner, or he or she makes you feel bad about yourself? So yeah, you're going to choose to touch yourself instead of opening yourself up to that criticism. That's a relationship problem. That's not a masturbation problem. But if you feel like your sex life has always been fulfilling, now all of a sudden all you're doing is touching yourself more, and you feel like you would choose that versus the other, then maybe it's time to say, you know what? Maybe I do need to cut back on that, and I need to prioritize time with my partner, or what else is going on. So all of these reasons, the take-home message here is that it may or may not be the actual act of masturbation that is the problem. So don't demonize it. Don't say it's terrible. Don't say you're going to get addicted to it. Get to the root of the issue. And sometimes, yeah, you do need to dial it back a little bit when it comes to self-love. And sometimes you don't. So let's stop scaring people on the internet and saying that masturbation is evil, okay? Anything I left out or forgot, go ahead and drop me some comments in the comment section below. Watch my other videos on these topics if you want to know more, and go ahead, follow along. Remember that self-love is honestly sometimes the best love you can give yourself. So if you feel shameful or dirty about that, let's go ahead and break down that shame and stigma. All right, everybody, let's get to feeling good out there, okay?